I'm Peter, and they are my group members, Diamond, Jay, and Yan. And they will follow these orders to explain their part. And our topic is go to the restaurant and give the order. We will illustrate the words, phrase, and sentence that people like you guys who don't have the enough knowledge of Chinese to exceed to read the menu and give the orders. For example, let's talk about the first thing, 点菜, because 点菜is because this is main ideas of this speech, and it means ordering. And now you got the menu and might have some problems. Which dishes you want? What do these names of food represent? What is the main ingredients of the dishes you choose? To decide right the meal you want, the basic idea is to describe the components of the meals. For example, soup is 汤, hot food is 热菜, cold dishes is 凉菜, and alcohols and other drinks is 酒水. And this derives to the several types of the Chinese cooking. And there are at least 50 ways of the Chinese cooking. It is too much to talk about. So let's talk about these 5 basic ones. 煮 means boiling. 炖 means smearing. 焖 means storing. 烧 means braising. 蒸 means steaming. The names of the Chinese dishes are usually divided into 4 kinds and plus 1 special kind of naming the dishes. And they are introducing the main ingredients, introducing the way of cooking, introducing the texture or flavor of the dishes, introducing someone or place name, or the special one name it by giving the brand new name. First one is name the dishes by introducing the main ingredients. And for example, this is 香菇青菜, my favorite dishes. And the English name is boiled child with mushrooms. And you can directly introduce the main ingredients in this name, so you can easily translate to your native language if you have some sort of translators. Second one is name the dishes by introducing the way of cooking. For example, 红烧肉, braised pork in the brown sauce. 红烧 means braised in brown sauce. It is a kind of the cooking in 烧, which means braised. And 肉 normally means is meat, but when we use in the menu, it usually refers to the pork meat if it is 肉, the word 肉 alone. Third one is introducing the texture or flavor of the dish. For example, 香酥排骨, crispy fried spare ribs. And 香酥 have 2 different meanings. 香 means smell good or make you smile with smiles. And 酥 means crispy. First one is name the dishes by introducing some or someone's or place the name. For example, 东坡肉. 东坡 refers to a great literary who is really good at writing and drawing about 1,000 years ago. And rou, as we already said, when it is the word rou alone, it usually refers to the pork meat. And the last one is name it by giving the brand a new name. It is a kind of tricky one because even the Chinese native Chinese will get confused. For example, 木须肉, it just means egg. However, in Chinese we know the egg translate to the 蛋. And however, in some particular dishes, and 木须肉 means refers to the egg. And there are some relevant words. For example, waiters means 服务员, pay the bill, which is 买单, and the restaurant is 餐厅. Those are the most frequent words if you are going to a restaurant. And last one we want to say is by understanding those 5 methods I mentioned, you can enriching your vocabulary so that you can truly understand the menu. And the vocabulary is the main idea in this case.
Thanks for Peter. There are some important grammar points that we would like to teach you guys today. At first, I would like to introduce xiang. In Chinese, xiang was introduced to express one's desired action, which is same as would like to or wanted in English. We always use xiang to express what we like in restaurant, such as setting and foods, and show the basis for to complete the whole sentences. First is the subject, their verb phases must follow closely with xiang, and the subject should add in the end of the sentences. Show the thing you wanted. For example, I would like to eat pork belly. We can say 我想吃五花肉. Another example is what would you like to eat? We can say 请问想吃什么? However, 想 cannot be directly followed by an object to express a desire for something. There is incorrect example. I would like tea. There's no verb phrase behind would like in English. It's directly show and desire water, I need drink water. It's an important, if we translate to Chinese, 我想要喝茶, 喝 means drink. It's an important verb phrase behind 想. But the verb drink is unnecessary part in English. Also, if we order some pork belly in restaurant, you can just say, I like pork belly please. Both drink or eat are not necessary in the sentences. The 吃 means eat. It's an insignificant part followed with 想. This is the second grammar, 给. In Chinese, 给 was introduced by a word phrase. It's similar to the way how people used to give in English. I will explain how to use 给 to form a sentences. First is the subject, and then 给 must be followed by recipient. The object also follows with recipient. For example, I gave Peter a pencil. We can say 我给了彼得一支笔. Peter as a recipient and 铅笔 as an object pencil within the sentences. However, the subject can be ignored when its present is limited. Take 请给我们3罐可乐 as an example. If we transfer into English directly, it please give us 3 cans of Coke. The subject also be omitted in English. Secondly, song was introduced a verb associated with the giving of gift. It's similar to the way used of 给. For instance, I would like to give Peter a birthday present. We can say 我想给彼得一份生日礼物. And we can also say 我想送彼得一份生日礼物. However, 给 is commonly used for no gift things. For example, 我送得彼得一支笔. It means I give Peter a pen. which infers pen as a gift, and also I'm happy to do it. 我给彼得一支笔 which has the same English meaning with 我送彼得一支笔 but the pen is not a gift and I can even have it back. We only is used to get to represent good relationship with others. Yes. The third grammar is 喜欢. 喜欢 always express like all enjoy. We use 喜欢 to show that what we like in restaurant, such as food or drinks. It is the basis form. First is the subject, and then 喜欢 is usually followed by the noun or verb phrase. Just take some example for you. 我喜欢五花肉. We can say I like pork belly. Furthermore, some adverb can be added before 喜欢, such as 非常 and 只. 非常喜欢 was introduced to express very like or really like. For example, I really like to eat pork belly. We can just translate the Chinese, that is, 我很喜欢吃五花肉. In this case, the pattern is an even stronger form of a wishing. 只喜欢 was indicated as only like. Just like, I only like to eat Chinese chicken wings. We can say 我只喜欢吃鸡翅. Besides, 不 can be added in front of 喜欢, which is represent dislike. For example, 他不喜欢五花肉, 只喜欢牛骨. It can be translated into English directly. He does not like pork belly. He only like beef ribs. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. You can call me Jay. I will continually to introduce the Chinese grammar for ordering food for you guys. Before I get started, I need to let you know that there are 3 rules are really important. Please write it down in your notes and I will show you later. The grammar number 4 is the usage of 不. In Chinese, 不 can use as no or express negation, but it has another usage here. I will show you some examples to help you understand it better. So here is the first one. 你喜欢不喜欢吃火锅呢? So in here, you need to be noticed that this is optional, and you cannot replace ne with ma. So some beginners of Chinese maybe forget to write the ne down here. So we need to be sure that when we speak Chinese in this form, we need to put ne up here. And the next one is 你喜欢吃火锅吗? In this form, many native speakers believe that this is more comfortable to use than the last one, which means this form is more popular in Chinese people. But you need to remember that if there is a test requirement that asks you to do the a 不 a form, you need to follow the first one and don't forget ne. Now please write the rule down in your notes. And the next one is the usage of 那么. So the grammar number 5, we need firstly know that in Chinese it can mean there, but in this grammar rule, it only means well done or in that case. It should be based on a premise. For example, let's have a look on this example. 我只想吃牛排，那我们点一份牛排。The meaning of this sentence is I only want to eat steak. Well then, let's have steak. In this part, the Chinese character 那 can mean both well done or in that case. I suggest you can treat this character as different meaning depends on different situation. And on the other hand, they also have an instance of wrong answer. 我只想吃牛排，我们点那一份牛排。If there is a test asking you to transfer the English sentence into Chinese, and you transfer into this form, you will get 0 mark of it, because na in here is put into a wrong position. And it is really don't have any shortcut to use when you want to learn Chinese. If you want to learn Chinese, you need to spend a lot of time on it and working hard. And the next one is the usage of 好. This is the 6th grammar. and I will bring the other usage of it for you. As all we know, how is a very basic Chinese character. It means okay or good. In this part, you need to remember the rule first and try to do the sentence. I will show you some examples in here. 中国茶很好喝. The English meaning of this sentence is the Chinese tea is very tasty. In this part, the character 好 is using with the verb. In here, you need to change your English thinking pattern into Chinese thinking pattern. Otherwise, you may feel like it is good drinking. It is strange. Because in Chinese, 好 in here is used to receive a feeling, that receive a good feeling. He feels like tea is tasty, and 好 in here is the position of tasty. And here is the next example here. 这是个好中国茶. This one is the situation that happens. People use their English thinking pattern so that they will get this kind of sentence. This is a very wrong sentence down to this grammar rule here. Chinese people may receive this sentence as the tea is fresh, and it is totally different from tasty. You need pay attention that you cannot use English thinking pattern to Chinese. And that's all. You need 100% remember those 3 rules and keep practice. Ian will introduce more Chinese grammars for you guys. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Ian. In the formal parts, we have learned a lot of useful new words when we go to a restaurant. So, after learning some vocabulary and grammar, let's focus on phrase and sentence pattern. Using the right phrase and sentence can help you to get a higher boost for your Chinese. Let us imagine a situation when you're having a dinner with your friends and you find that there's no napkin on the table. At this time, you will ask the waiter for a napkin. In the previous teaching, we have already introduced how to use 想 to express I would like to have. Using a declarative sentence to express this meaning can be uncomfortable because it has a ton of command. In English, we prefer to say, can I have some napkin? Instead of I want to have some napkin. And it's same in Chinese. Using an interrogative sentence can indicate this meaning will make you more polite. So, how to express can I have some in Chinese? We can use 能不能 or 可不可以. For example, 我可不可以要一点餐巾纸呢? Or 我能不能要一点餐巾纸? Which both mean can I have some napkin? What's more, if you want to be more polite, you can use 请问, which means please. What different from English is that we usually add the please at the end of the sentence, but in Chinese, we usually use it at the beginning of the sentence. Therefore, that will be 请问我能不能要一点餐巾纸呢? And the meaning is, can I have some napkin, please? Next, let's learning the usage of 越来越, which means more and more. The formula is something plus 越来越 plus adjective. For example, when you want to say the dishes are getting better and better, you can say 这道菜越来越好吃了. Let's learn from the actual situation. When you meet a Chinese friend who had not seen you for a long time on the street, you would like to express, hey, how's it going? You look more and more beautiful. At the time, you can say, hi, 好久不见，你越来越漂亮了. This expression is a comparison with the past, so you cannot use it to praise someone or something you first meet. When your friends introduced his girlfriend to you, and you two have not met before, you cannot say 你越来越好看了. It's really strange if you say, hey, nice to meet you, you look more and more beautiful. And I believe your friend will fight with you. Today, we have learned some new words and 8 grammars about ordering and cooking. Some can be easy and some can be a little bit difficult, but all of them are really useful. I do hope it can have an improvement in your daily life. Okay, thank you very much.